1 minute early, might I add. This beat's kind of club music-y. What's up, Beats and Nosy? How's it going, Leo? Junior in the loft, Arcane. What's up, guys? The day has finally come. Zach has been asking for a PC upgrade at the office for probably about 2 or 3 years now. How's it going, Omar? Open Galaxy, Xenos, big man, what's up? It's gonna be a fun build though. This is inside of a case that we have not built in yet. Landcool 217 Infinite, or INF for short. A 245K for a work PC is crazy. Dude, trust me. Everything about this feels crazy, but...
The room looks like it's about to fall off a slope right now.
I didn't know if we were filming. Now, as far as camera being crooked, yeah. Can't comment on that. What's up, Ash? But yeah, so finally doing it. Finally giving Zach the upgrade. I'm curious to see if it fixes all of his problems or if he'll still have issues. Uh-oh.
Oh no, here we go. Our chat's already like, ugh, Omar.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bug you all about Boosteroid, but the other reason I forgot to mention was I can play all games GeForce Now. Not all games like GTA isn't on there. And if I listen to you guys about getting in debt for a $1,600 PC, you guys should listen to me then. That's crazy.
Ooh.
That's crazy. I mean, we never said you had to get into debt. We just said it was a good idea to buy a PC, you know.
If it was out of your budget, you should know about PC.
No, I'm buy another one from us.
No, buy another one.
You could buy another one from us. They can make a GTA farm.
Yeah, 245K is cool. It's going to be an upgrade for him. 14 core, 14 thread. I mean, he's literally using, what, a 13400? 13400F right now, so.
No, he doesn't have an F, remember?
13400. Yes. So he's using an i5 13400, so it's going to be an upgrade.
His build right now really is solid. It has like 48 gigs of RAM, a 3060 12 gig, 13400, but I don't know. He's had some issues, and I'm still curious. Like, I think the new Windows install will just fix a lot of stuff anyways, and it's much higher in components.
It could, but we've reinstalled Windows like twice.
I don't know. Basically, the long story short is, I don't know what his PC does or what he does, but somehow like his 3060 just seems to be a 1050 Ti.
It struggles.
Yeah. Because like Matt and I will benchmark the same kind of stuff. Is the main monitor 1440p?
It is. That's part of it, probably.
That's probably part of it, but still, I'm like 12 gigs of VRAM. It should be like okay for 1440p.
Yeah. Why go with AMD? Well, Intel sent all this stuff, so can't complain. It's gonna be a video. Intel sent everything, and also Intel. I will say, love AMD CPUs. They're good. They don't have like the iGPU that Intel does that really benefits from Adobe programs and acceleration and After Effects, Premiere, and even Photoshop.
Adobe bootlicker.
So,
You just use a DaVinci.
use DaVinci.
DaVinci.
Thank you, Nick, for resub.
Oh, peach yogurt and the peach monster. What a day,
Nice
chat.
sponsored. Forgive my ignorance. You're okay. Not even sponsored, really. So, it was a weird one. We have a PR firm. I guess they work with Intel. And Intel just said, hey, we'll basically pay for the parts for an entire build if you just get some creators to do some builds with an Intel CPU. And we're like, okay, cool. So all this stuff, basically, even the NVIDIA GPU, everything, it's not even really sponsored. They just said, here's the stuff, do whatever you want, build a PC. So it's not really like, hey, you gotta just be like, go Intel. I mean, we'll say thanks, Intel, but.
Like, the Intel hate is wrong because they're trying. I mean, I think it goes both ways. I think the Intel hate's stupid because I think most people just hate on Intel for like the 12th to 14th or I guess really it was mainly 13th, 14th oxidization issue, which was like very quickly addressed. They handled it really well. And yeah, it's probably for the next 10 years. It's going to be like, I heard Intel was really, like, we get that every day. I heard Intel was really bad.
It's going to be the same thing as AMD with their CPUs for a long time
FX.
before, which should be fair, the FX CPUs had problems where they lied about the
yeah, and they just
portion
weren't, they
threads
weren't great.
Yeah, but Intel's probably going to still have that reputation. As long as AMD is still good, Intel's going to have that reputation for a little while. Always better, is it?
You love your 14 gen Intel? I mean, we build with them all the time, and you know, I tell people too, and it's funny because Zach's going to Intel again, but all of our builds here, except for my PC, which mine has plenty of issues with the Ryzen 7, they're all Intel.
Yep.
And that even includes at pcbros. I think Jake's PC is Intel. I believe David's is. I know Zach's is, because his is an i9 of all things. It's like a, what does he have, an 11 gen i9 or something, or 12 gen?
He has 10 Gen i9.
10 gen.
That was one I got a really good deal on eBay for.
Yeah, and he kind of needed an upgrade. He was, talk about running the slums. I think, didn't he have like a 3050 with like an i3?
Yeah, you made that man work in the slums running an entire YouTube channel.
Yep.
All right, well, we're gonna do a little build montage, the usual, where we're just gonna get some footage, talk about it after the fact, but this will be Zach's build. I will say, I think the video, we'll throw a gaming benchmark or two in, and we'll have Zach probably just run it on his setup in there, but I think mostly,
TFT.
TFT. Mostly this is gonna be like a productivity thing. So we'll definitely show his After Effects renders, him loading a bunch of stuff, just what he does with this PC. The video is gonna be much less tailored as, this is price performance gaming PC and more, hey, this is gonna be a fun video upgrading our employee's system and show what he actually does with it. Uh-oh.
No. I know I answered that.
You have a small loan of $1 million ready for you. That's what that is. I get one every day, and it's every time they talk to like my AI assistant, and it always, I see the transcript, it's like, this is Jacob. You've been approved for a loan. And that's,
No, my favorite part about those is they never say, it's always with the underwriting department. And I'm like, with who? Who? What
they
underwriting
don't say
department?
who it is, yeah, they don't.
No, mine never will say like what
I feel like it
company
has to
they're
be like
with.
a broker that probably works with like
maybe
a bunch
like
of different
multiple,
providers,
yeah.
and they're probably just like, you popped up in our system as being approved or potentially approved. It was similar where like this person qualifies, but then they actually go through the process like, well, maybe not.
The amount they offer me is always drastically different too. Sometimes it'll be like 10K, sometimes it'll be like 70K, and I'm just like, what am I approved for, guys? Come on. Because I'm taking one of them.
Better because of more cores for streaming. i3 no because of only 4 cores. I wouldn't get an i3 for a specifically streaming PC. The i3 is still solid if you're trying to do a really budget, like just gaming focused. But even then, some AAA titles, I would say I'd really want to say minimum 6-core 12-thread. But it just depends on the game. If you're mainly playing Fortnite and stuff, 14100 still solid CPU.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. But then why do you guys have i3 for beginning streaming? Is our streamer an i3?
I think like our very budget
Our
streamer
very
might
budget
be.
one? For entry-level streaming, you can make it work.
No, it's not like it can't work.
It's like it's unusable, but on our budget streamer PC, you can make it work.
Yeah, it's more of like you're asking guys to stream and make money for a living. It's more of like we're not gonna say like, oh yeah, you know, if you're gonna get into streaming like hardcore, get an i3. But it's more of like if you're on a budget and you want to start streaming, you can definitely do it with that.
Hence the budget streamer PC.
Yep, 1080p. You know, not trying to do any
Not playing
1440p.
AAA games. You're mainly focused on Minecraft, Roblox, esports titles. When you have the NVENC encoder, the 4 cores and 8 threads go a lot longer when you're not using CPU encoding, because who uses CPU encoding anymore?
The long way.
Yep, I liked my 5800X non X3D for a long time. Just didn't upgrade because I had the opportunity to do an upgrade. I will say in like the AAA titles, the newer ones, especially Unreal Engine 5 ones, it started to really hold back my 4070 Ti. I just think slower CPU architecture, it can be a pain. But if you're okay with like 70 to 80 FPS in those games and not like the super buttery smooth, which, you know, I'm kind of spoiled after testing multiple PCs here that can do that, you're still gonna be fine with the 5800X long term. And honestly, in this market, I wouldn't even recommend you consider doing anything with it otherwise, so. Oh boy, Omar. Boys, should I think about getting storage upgrades now before prices go up? Yes. They're already going up, but if you do need storage, I would buy soon.
Yeah, it does not look like it's going to be slowing down.
Nope.
God, Dominator Plat for this dweeb is crazy.
He's getting the good stuff. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no, there was some random article that came out from somebody at Sapphire, being quoted saying that they think the shortage is people need to calm down. It's gonna correct itself in 6 to 8 months. And I was like, what does somebody at Sapphire have to do with that? First of all, that's like really random. But I saw that quote go out there, and I was like, Sapphire? So I can find the full quote. I feel like I should read the full quote here.
I feel like that's about as long as the market has to settle out before something breaks, before companies are either like, it's not even worth doing PCs anymore.
Sapphire Rep predicts DRAM prices will begin to stabilize in the next 6 to 8 months, but warns it may not be the prices we want. So basically he's saying it just won't go up anymore.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So the PR firm Sapphire actually did a thing with Hardware Unboxed to discuss a myriad of related topics, mostly to do with the RAM shortage. Despite being represented for a GPU maker during these times, Edward offers a very community-centric, hopeful answer to the current situation. Certificates. I truly believe within 6 to 8 months, we're going to see the market begin to stabilize. Now, it may not be the prices we want, but I think some of the uncertainty is going to disappear, and we're going to see a stabilization. So I tell people, don't become Chicken Little with us. Before the optimistic words, he also shared how the DRAM crisis is similar to the tariff situation that plagued us much of this year. According to him, it wasn't the tariffs themselves that were the issue, rather the volatility. And as a result, the unpredictability that was the real poison in the situation.
Wow.
With memory prices beginning to skyrocket due to AI demand, harboring mass hysteria among prospective buyers, that in turn increased demand, which always bumps prices, RAM shortages or not, and the dominoes kept falling to the point where we're at 4 times the markup right now. Circling back to earlier prediction, it's important to note how the so-called stability will actually materialize. We've already seen empty shelves sustained during the pandemic and crypto booms for GPUs, making it implausible to buy new graphics cards. So if memory prices do settle, they'll still be significantly higher than before. That being said, throughout the video, Chrysler commended PC gamers as a whole for being resilient.
Chrysler?
Weathering Chrysler, that's the name.
Oh. Is it Chrysler?
For weathered several shortages and emerging victorious at the end. He advises the community to put your money away, relax, play some games, enjoy the system you got right now. PC gaming is not going anywhere, even if the crisis will sort itself out.
Ooh.
So there you go. Chrysler.
Mr. Chrysler.
I did see that they're already getting rid of everybody for it. That whole battery plant they're building here in Kentucky, the Ford one, did you hear about that?
Uh-huh.
Ford's not making the F-150 Lightning anymore, so they basically laid off everyone from that battery plant.
Oh.
So that whole thing that they were going to do, and they were going to employ a bunch of people, they basically just said, yep, no.
Interesting.
Yep, 1,600 people laid off. It was not great.
Did that just start?
That was the one they just built. Like they were, I remember I drove past it many times. This massive battery factory. It's going to turn into a freaking AI farm or something now. They're going to
Probably.
It's going to be a big data center.
Even better.
They're repurposing it to make batteries for data centers. There you go. So they are still making batteries. It's just not going to be for...
Batteries for data centers? Like what, like UPSs?
Maybe, I don't know.
How does the data center need
Maybe,
batteries?
yeah, maybe I would assume like UPSs, like backups for power outages and stuff. Yeah, so these guys recommended, oh, there we go, it's gone.
Bye-bye.
It's an Omar message, bye-bye. Yesterday you guys recommended the triple, okay, so you did it twice. The triple AAA that I asked about, it's $125 a year, that's what Google says, my dad says, maybe wait because full coverage insurance offers. That's not for sure. It's under my dad's name. Well, I just recommend AAA for someone who has a car that's unstable. It is, again, you're paying $125 a year, divide that by 12, whatever the math is on that.
You are driving like a Camry, right? I say you just got stuck the other day. So
yeah, you got stuck. So I would say it's more like a, oh my God, what is happening on Twitch? Refresh. It's one of those where if you're driving an unstable car, it's kind of like a Band-Aid thing just to have, because I think you get up to like 300 miles within... It's like 200 or 300 miles per tow. That's just included. So you can be kind of far away from your local mechanic and you can get towed anywhere. But it's just a cool thing to have. I've always had it for when I have had an older car.
Unkmar.
I still have it actually, just as like a backup. Because the one thing too, if you know somebody with it, as long as that person's there or goes to you, like they can basically say, "Hey, tow this car." Doesn't have to
Tow
be
this.
registered to that car.
You have complete power over them.
Is this cooler gonna fit with these DOMs?
Definitely not with the fan. Not on that side, at least. I think the cooler would probably be fun. Maybe.
If it doesn't work, we can audible. We did end up getting the RAM that they sent, so we don't have to necessarily use the Dominator.
Yeah, should be good. I was probably to put the fan like in the middle in the back.
Did you fix the Cherokee? You talking about my old Jeep? I don't have that Jeep anymore. I sold her.
She gone.
She gone.
Speaking of that, is your
I know. I already asked him about it. I was like, "Yo, what's going on with that?" I'm generally surprised nobody's like taken it yet.
oh just walked up and been like,
or like
see ya.
or like called somebody to tow it away.
I mean, I've never even seen anyone park over in that area
I
before,
just probably don't
so
even pay attention.
yeah, I'm like, I don't really even think it matters that much.
But no, I asked him, and he was like, "Yeah, I was gonna ask him too. I don't know why he hasn't gotten it yet." He's one of those flaky friends that says he'll do something and then they just never do it.
They're just gonna be like, what Jeep?
Hey Omar, you know, you could uninstall some stuff.
Didn't he say it has like
Gotta answer
392 gigs? It's a pretty good
It says a
amount.
2 terabyte and he has 392 left.
Yeah, I mean, Omar, you're probably not playing all that stuff.
That doesn't matter.
I mean, that's what I have is a 2 terabyte, and you know, I'm good with it. I do have a 4 terabyte hard drive, but I literally just use that for like video storage and stuff. So I don't even really count that for real. For all my games at this point are on my SSD because I got tired of like the hard drive update times, you know? That was horrible. Because like my internet's pretty good, but then I'd have games that'd be taking like, you know, an hour to do like a 10 gig update, and I'm like, bro, why is this? And then I realized like, oh, I was like, I still have games on my hard drive. Wonderful. All right, did I do these the right way? 512 gig, is that what you're running, UC Nosy? That looks right, actually. Let's screw it down and see. Boosteroid toy, don't need to install games, use to play. That's true. True. You get a 128 gig NVMe, use it with the USB enclosure. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like back when those came out, you know, I mean, that was pretty normal. Oh, I did these the wrong way. Shoot. I wasn't paying attention. My first is 128. Yeah, I think our first ever SSD, I remember that was sent to us. And it might have been one of the first ones that like I ever built with. It was a 120 gig from Silicon Power. So that was very, very early on. And we used that thing multiple times, I remember, like in different builds, you know, like we just kept kind of recycling it. It's definitely crazy. I remember even after getting that, because SSDs were still so expensive, like we still built with hard drives for a long time. And then, you know, eventually we started to do like the hard drive secondary with like the SSD as the main, but you'd still only get like 120 gigs. They were just still so expensive. Yeah, 128 gig, I think Windows alone, because of like, you know how like, and also, you know, a drive is never truly as big as it is. Like 128 gig, if I had to guess, is probably more like 112 gigs. And then Windows probably takes up about maybe 40 to 50 gigs. So yeah, you're not left with much, that's for sure. She fits. Barely, but fits. It's actually got a good amount of room between the RAM. And boop, here we go. This thing's gonna run pretty chilly, I say. I reckon. I think I'd be an electric rock band if I were in the 80s. An electric rock band, huh? You think you'd be in one? Okay. Last PC with the hard drive was in 2017 with the 1080 in it. Dang. Hey, 1080 even would have been happy with an SSD for real. Yeah, I think we started building pretty regularly with SSDs back in about, I would say like 2014, 2015. At that point, that was like it was pretty regular for us. We really did not like hard drives. I think we were some of the, I'm not gonna say the first, but we were pretty early on in like the hard drive hate game. Like we really despised hard drives within, you know, a few months of discovering SSDs for our builds. Give this a slight pinch in. This is a little trick, by the way, chat. If you guys wondering what I'm, oh, you guys probably can't see because there's a camera in the way. Which, oh my god, I forgot I'm filming stuff. A little trick, by the way, with your tower coolers. Whenever you put that fan in between, whenever you have like a dual tower, a trick that I really like to use is basically kind of like slightly bending the towers towards each other so that your fan fits a little more snug. You don't have like those big gaps. That was a goofy moment. I was like, oh, I just remembered I'm supposed to be recording all this. Jackson, did you ever build anything with IDE drives? I had so build, no. I would say, not that I can remember at least. I know that I've modified builds with IDE drives and like I've worked on them many times, but I don't think, that was kind of definitely past my time, or before my time, I should say. I definitely was not doing much with IDE. But I've had plenty of like IDE hard drives and DVD drives and stuff still. I still have quite a few actually. Because you never know when someone's gonna need an IDE drive, right? Okay, then we're gonna do this fan like this. Oh goodness, I think the cable might be too short. It's okay. We'll use a splitter. Tell us what is slow. What do you mean by that? What are we talking about, chat? All right. Fan back out, dang it. I cannot get what I'm trying to get to. You guys know I like my shit cable managed, you know? Solo today? No, Matt just took a phone call. He was just in here a few minutes ago. He'll be back. Woo! Oh man, I just now noticed this fan. Hey Google, skip. You know what? This might have to be a solo fan tower cooler, which I think is going to be fine. I say I think. I know it'll be fine. We might be able to knock off a couple degrees if we had both, but I'm just not going to fit both fans well. One of them is either going to be completely over top of the RAM, like sticking out of the top of the cooler, and then the other one's going to be sticking out really far because of that I/O shield cover. So it'll be fine with one. Yeah, not a big deal. True, not a big deal. No big deal, no big deal. So where are the drivers for the GPU, CPU, motherboard stored anyways? You know, it's a good question. So drivers essentially are going to be stored on your SSD or your hard drive. You know, a lot of drivers are baked into the Windows files, which are also installed on you know, your SSD or hard drive. There's really not a, I think that there is some base drivers, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I assume that there's some base drivers stored in the BIOS as well, but they're probably very, very base drivers for like USB and stuff like that. Stuff just to basically make things work. But yeah, all of like the specialty drivers and stuff are you know, going to be installed on like your storage. Stay. Actually looks pretty good with just the one fan, honestly. I'm digging it still. And now you can still fully see the RAM, and you can still see the nice Phantom Gaming logo on the back here. So I'd say she's pretty good. Yeah, this case is really interesting. I'll be honest, I don't know how to feel about the front just yet. We'll have to see once it's on. It's very unique, I will say that. It's unique, it's a new design. I think it's cool. I don't think it's my taste, but also to be fair, I'm not really, I'm not a massive case guy anyways. You know, my build's inside of my desk, so I'm much more of like a function kind of guy, you know? And I didn't like the idea of having a case that like took up room. Plus, I also just thought it'd be sick to have, you know, inside my desk. Call the shop. What are you calling the shop for? All right, we got to install the SSD now, and then motherboard is complete. I He's got a fast drive. 1 terabyte Gen 4 at 7,300. Nice. I already feel like this thing's gonna need more storage. And I don't know if I feel like adding it later, so I might just, actually, let me look in here. Well, I saw 1 terabyte, and I already know we will be hearing complaints about that.
I don't think we have anything, because he just bought that one, and we were going to pull it from his old system, because he has those 2 drives.
Were we?
Yeah.
That work, you think?
No, that one definitely doesn't work.
What was that from?
That was from a pre-built I bought that I thought it worked,
9700.
and it didn't work.
There's a 9700T in here.
Whoa.
That's a random spot for that. Yeah, I guess we don't have anything now.
Yeah, I remember the goal was we were going to pull his extra drive from his one
How
system.
big is it?
I thought he had like another 1 terabyte, because I think he has 2 terabytes in his system right now. So we were just going to take the other 1 terabyte and leave the one with Windows on it. Yeah, this is the new Lian Li case. Any experience with the 011 Mini V2? We have. We built with it. It's very similar to other 011 cases. Compact. Has that like, what is that, horizontal like fan thing at the bottom. That's what Zach's other case is. He's going to be a Lian lead out against his will.
He's kind of Lian lead out. I don't even know if he cares for it that much anymore.
I don't think he does. We're just forcing it on him.
He's been burned so many times, that boy.
Go in store to Walmart. You got an $85 2 terabyte WD black drive. That's a good deal right now. Very good deal. Local Walmarts haven't caught on yet. Yeah, these are 240. No, these aren't 240s. What are these? 300 mil fans? Huge.
Yeah. Big.
Big. All right. Power supply time.
I was only able to do 1 fan, by the way.
Oh, okay.
If I do one in the back, it sticks up like 3 inches, and if I do one on the RAM, it also sticks up like 3 inches.
That's cool.
But I think it's a pretty good cooler, and I think 1 fan will be plenty.
1 terabyte on Newegg for $69.
You're looking at ammo crates? Are you thinking about doing a PC in there?
We did that. Ammo crate PC.
Yeah, yep. We did one a long time ago. It's on the channel if you wanted to look at it. It's not really going to be very great because that was back when I was just using like the same APU motherboard with like no GPU or anything.
Is that one still up front?
The ammo crate's still up front, yeah. The actual, like, there's nothing in it. It's literally just the ammo crate. And it's an all metal one, and honestly, like, I was really looking at it the other day, and I was like, man, this thing looks horrible.
Our old mods.
Yeah, my standards are definitely higher now. which is probably why I don't really do them much anymore, because I feel like back when we were starting out and my standards weren't as high, I was like, I'll just put it in anything. It doesn't need to look great, but now I'm like, I want it to look good, and so it just takes too long.
Oh my guys, this is an Omar message.
Oh my goodness.
I already lost it, Omar.
I think he's talking about the SSD. I guess this is cool with you boys. Why wouldn't it be cool? It's your PC, Omar.
To tell Omar not to waste money on a Gen
yeah.
5. You don't buy a Gen 5 drive, that's a waste of money.
You know, to give you an idea, the other day I was downloading stuff here on a PC, and we had just a decent Gen 4 drive, and or no, it was at my PC at home. I was downloading, I have gigabit, and my hard drive was just at 100%. Like I was literally just trying to update the game, and I was like, okay, screw this. And so I uninstalled. It was Overwatch. Uninstalled it, reinstalling it on my SSD. I'm getting about 100 megabytes per second because I have gigabit, or like 120, and I'm looking because I'm curious. I wonder how much my SSD is being used right now by Windows and the install. It was at 7%. Yeah. So I'm just like.
Depends on the game too. Some games I know on Steam are packaged to where they're constant unzipping of files and writing. It can be harder on your drive, but as you said, it was the same game. Then it should be similar scenario. But yeah, because I know COD is very compressed because it says the estimated file size, but it is compressed at like 100 something gigs, and it's constantly writing to your SSD. They all don't uninstall or install the same way.
Yeah, the only story short on Mars, don't buy it. Gen 5.
You don't have to buy a Gen 5 drive.
Gen 5s do definitely run hot.
You barely notice the difference from a Gen 3 to a Gen 4 in gaming. Like, it's more or less, people were just getting Gen 4s because it's just like, hey.
It was just, way cheaper.
They're the same price.
They're the same price.
Gen 4.
Which I think now Gen 4s are starting to see like a $5 to $20 difference, because of the shortages.
There's a reason Gen 5 hasn't really been like mass marketed as much as Gen 4 has. Like, I feel like some people don't even know Gen 4 drives exist.
Yeah. Some people don't even know the Gen thing. They just hear like NVMe and they're like, oh, good to go.
I need it.
That's really one of the more important parts, honestly, is just, which that's not even really a thing anymore, but when M.2 standard came out, they were SATA standard, which was very limited by SATA speeds, and then there was NVMe standard. And really just getting a Gen 3 NVMe drive is still, like Matt was just saying, still plenty fast. Like, especially if you're not going to reinstall Windows on a new Gen 4 Omar, if it's just for game storage, you can get a Gen 3 and be just fine.
Yeah, you're not a
hell, you can get a 2.5
I was going to say, you get a 2.5 inch and be fine. Like, you're not a video editor that's going to be transferring 30, 40 gig files from drive to drive, or like editing from a fast drive. Like, that's, yeah.
And answer your question, Omar, no, we're not like that. We want people to explore their PCs and upgrade them and everything. We just tell you the only way your warranty's ever voided is like if you obviously break something, and we're not just gonna void the whole entire warranty altogether.
We'll help you.
Yeah, it's just more like if you were to install this M.2 and let's just say, well, first of all, it's your own part. If you break the M.2, obviously that's on you. Let's say you break the motherboard somehow in the process, then we would help you install a new one, but you'd probably have to pay for like the part, obviously.
Hey Uber, we're doing pretty good. Not too shabby.
We're building a speaker case.
Uber Pigeon.
An infinite. You say you want some pigeons, some Papa Johns?
Some Uber Pigeon.
I'm not going to. Oh, you're not going to install it. You're not taking the risk. Oh.
Oh, you're gonna pay
Are
someone to
you
do
gonna
it?
take it too? Doesn't he have like the
Best Buy Total Protect?
Yeah. Isn't that like free? Like everything's like free. If you just bring them the parts, basically. Oh, you're off to college Thursday. Do math or English? Do you get to pick? Oh, math, no English. Oh.
I don't know English.
Me neither. Yeah, but now it's not worth it. Like Total Protection's not worth it, or
Something change?
oh, they changed prices because they have to make money. So you don't do Total Protection anymore. You don't go geek mode. You done scan, mem test, can't find anything wrong. So the only other thing you can do is reinstall Windows. If that still doesn't work, you have a hardware problem. Boop. Oh, you do still have it, but it's only like $40 off. So, $40 off the actual. So you're saying if you bring them an NVMe, you're paying for Total Protection, and they'll only give you like $40 off? That's kind of stupid.
They'll probably charge you $200 to install an NVMe.
Yeah, so they'll still make $160. Reinstall. Okay, thank you. Yeah, try reinstalling it. If that doesn't work, then like I said, I can pretty much guarantee something's wrong with your hardware. So it used to be free, but it changed. No wonder more people are coming to us for repairs.
So is that through like their Best Buy Plus membership or something? Is that how that works?
Because I remember for a while there, you could like bring them a whole PC and have them build it. Costs you $73 for a 500 gig gaming SSD, 5,000 megabyte per second speed for your PS5. Okay.
So it's gotta go back on.
Your dad would say people who don't know how to change their own oil shouldn't own a car. I feel the same way about installing an NVMe.
I think that's kind of.
I think for a blue collar worker, man, you know, I
get the blue collar
sentiment.
person saying that, but like, you know, that's not real life. There's a lot of things in real life that people just don't do because they just don't want to do it.
I guess my only input would just be like, I think it's a little bit, I'm not going to call it bad. If you have the money, you have the money. I would call it goofy to be an enthusiast about something if you don't know how to work on it.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I'm like, I feel like that's part of the fun, but not everyone has fun doing that. Some people just have money.
Those are the people, especially with cars, that just like the flex cars. They don't really care to know about cars. They're like, I just have an expensive one.
And they're definitely enthusiasts. I mean,
different strokes for different folks.
different vibes for different guys.
All right, ready to plop?
Knowing how and doing it are different things. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I feel like at that point, what's the point in even
I can go watch a
how?
YouTube video and say I know how to do it, and then pay somebody to do it.
Yeah, Matt knows how to change his Tesla oil. Don't come at him.
I've seen many people change oil in cars. It doesn't look too difficult.
No, it really isn't. The way I would put it is anyone. The only real limitation is if you just can't get under the car. Yeah. That'd really be the only limitation, and then you need to go buy a jack or whatever else.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, depending on the build, sometimes it can take you longer to swap an NVMe if you have to take your graphics card out. You gotta find a slot.
It's so big.
So big,
so large. Ooh, a little graphics card holder that I wonder if it'll reach.
Based on the box, it's gonna be shorter than that. Probably not.
Oh, that's funny. Dang, this thing's got 4 fan headers at the bottom. This is my new build now.
This thing's crazy. Jackson's gonna need a new build next with all his blue screening and crashing he's having.
You know, I haven't. Well, I say I haven't. I came in on Monday, and you know, I think I need to turn. I don't know if my PC's hibernating, because I'm noticing that like almost every time I come in after like a weekend, Reolink is up and everything's gone. So like it clearly has restarted for some reason.
Yeah.
Holy massive tower cooler. You know, honestly, it's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. No. It's big.
The Peerless Assassin's a pretty solid size.
Ooh, guys who can't change their own oil doesn't bother me as much as guys who can't cut their own grass. Ooh.
Ooh.
You guys are coming after Zach and McAllister.
Ooh.
I mean, Zach knows how to cut
grass. The more I cut, I will say I cut my own grass, but I'm not one of those people who find it like therapeutic and like are interested in doing it. If I had someone to pay, I would pay somebody. I don't really get the enjoyment from it.
If mine wasn't so damn expensive, I'd probably consider paying someone. Ooh, stomach bothering me? All right, King, stay in bed. Unacceptable.
We need your TV to creak. Oh, yeah.
I never did plug in that camera. Didn't feel like it. But he has a 700X that he was going to sell you for $200, which is the same price as the 9600X right now. Oh. Oh, and you already got your 16 gigs of DR5 for $180.
Yeah. I'll be there. I just need to chill. There you go. He's going to make it.
See, your neighbors have, what is that, lawn care asphyxia? What's that?
Asphyxia means they're...
Like autoerotic, like they think it's hot?
You know what, that makes me think I need to check the word of the day for you guys.
Because there's a big word. Robot lawnmower. That is very true too. It's like not you're never going to be skilled at everything. So like at the end of the day, like economy wise, you know, it is good to have some things that you want to pay people to do.
You can be good at absolutely everything now. All right, word of the day.
Conversant.
Conversant. Conversant, usually used in the phrase conversant with, describes someone who has knowledge or experience with something. Cutting grass.
I do like that. Peer pressure as an adult is when your neighbor's cutting the grass, then you have to cut yours. Yep, I feel that. You had a neighbor that always lets the grass grow to seed before cutting it. I hate him. You seem like he lets it get like really long. My neighbors are the opposite. Well, on one side of my neighbors, they used to be sod farmers. So they have like 30 acres of just super flat, like it looks like a golf course. And they keep their grass like incredibly short and like very fine, and it's perfectly green. Like it looks way too good, and I don't like it. I actually kind of like when people let their grass like grow out a little bit. Rizbot cutting grass, that'd be crazy. I see the Urban Dictionary one. Urban Dictionary. All right, today's a term. It's ball up top. It's a saying in pickup basketball that means the ball is returned to the top of the key, and alert players that the next point is starting. Ball up top.
Ball up top, baby.
Here, let's hear him say it.
Ball up top.
What the hell? What did they say?
Ball up top.
Ball up top.
God damn it.
I live inside of a golf course in Switzerland. They have those there?
We live inside of a golf course in Switzerland.
Honestly, switching to turf next year?
You're just killing
So
it.
bad. Yeah, I'm like whenever like spring and summer and I'd say a little bit of fall roll around, I'm like cut the grass usually once every like week and a half or two. And honestly, I would rather cut it less. The only reason I do cut it that often is genuinely because like I said, my one neighbor, theirs is always so short, and like they're the type of people like they have multiple tractors and they spray the fence line for weeds even, like once every like month. So I just assume that they don't like looking at my grass very long. And then the people across the street from me own a landscaping and lawn care business. So
Do we have any needle nose up here?
pressure. We did.
Screw in.
You need to move a standoff?
Screw in crookie.
Oh,
This
just taking
bottom
the
one.
standoff
And I really
with it?
do not want to take the whole board off. I don't have to.
I wonder if you can even get needle nose in there. I
was
wonder if
able
you
to
put the
get-
channel locks.
Channel locks
Or
probably.
well, I wonder if maybe this. It would have to be adjusted to a really small amount, but that might be a little easier. It's just that thing's in the way.
Very unlikely. All right, let me just take the board out.
I mean, it is XP, you could just like finish screwing it in.
It's pretty bad. Like it's like not even touching the board bad.
Oh.
Video-wise, it would look quite goofy.
Grass? Not in Arizona.
hell no.
Hey, we just went there and there was some grass.
We walked on the grass and destroyed it.
I kept making the joke that like, yeah, all the grass there was like, we kept saying it was fake because it was all so short and like perfectly green whenever you did see it.
Like, yeah, buddy, that's turf.
Thoughts on the 5070 being used for this build? So, you know what I said to Matt like off stream is, I wish it was larger. Like when you're getting into like 5070s. Now there is a use case for small 2-fan cards, but with the case being this big, I wish it was the Shadow 3X. But at the same time, it's a 5070. I'm not going to complain. I am complaining, but I'm not going to complain more. Freshly imported. Great value. Yeah, that is true. It is one of the cheapest 5070s you can get as well. So that's important to note. We moved into our, oh yeah, that was a lot. This is an Omar message right here. We moved in the house during COVID. We're happy with the amount of land we got. We have like 13 trees, big front yard, big backyard. And then fall comes and I hate it. It takes forever to cut the grass. I've ruined 4 different blades in the roots. Yeah, no, trust me, every single year, I'll be halfway through cutting and I'll accidentally like run over like a stump or just something in my yard. And then it completely like halts the cutting for like an hour because I have to go like put a new blade on or sharpen or do whatever.
I love that. Mm-hmm. Saw a 3X on Walmart for $489 last night. That's a good deal.
I'll never forget when I was, I think I just moved into my first house and like just got my mower. And it's not that it was not too expensive, it was probably like $350. And I was cutting and I remember there was like an area where there was like a bunch of trees that the person who flipped the house had just cut down. They kind of left the stumps, and I ran over one of them, and it bent the blade, which I didn't know that at the time. I thought maybe it bent like the actual shaft, because all of a sudden the mower was like, grrr, like it was shaking really violently, and I was like, bro, I just bought this. But luckily the blade was just bent, so I just bought a new one, and it was good to go.
I wonder if, I'm curious, behind the scenes, if you ask some retailers, I wonder if Walmart offers better competitive rates versus these other online retailers, because I feel like Walmart's been getting a lot of good deals, at least on their website, even the online only stuff.
I'm a pretty firm believer in, like, I think too many of these retailers charge too much. I think eBay, I think something similar to eBay, like, I think a lot of the places, like, if they're charging, like, anywhere between like 12 and 14%. I mean, that's the reason why we haven't sold any of our PCs on Newegg or Amazon. We've been offered many times, and like we always
charge a ton of money.
Yeah, I mean, they charge like 12 to 14% usually, and it's like, I mean, I'm more impressed that these companies make enough profit margin to be able to be like, yeah, let's do that. We do not.
Not even close.
5700 XT, suddenly no display ads at XFX. Tried it with the 9660 8 gig, and it worked fine. Well, good. That's a good upgrade. The greed is real. Corporate greed.
It's also the problem of these companies, they scale, and then they feel like they have to charge these amounts. Like, that was a common thing with like COVID, is people in these tech industries, it boomed massively because they needed more people. They hired a ton of people, and now they have a ton of overhead they have to maintain. And now we're getting to the point where these companies are just saying, you know what, I'm tired of trying to maintain it. We're laying people off.
Yep. And then the F-150 Lightning is no longer produced.
And Lightning is coats.
And then the batteries are dead everywhere.
They're all dead. This is all you get, guys.
Just like that. Where is your camera?
Here she is.
Oh, I love his question. Does anyone know where to get cheap DDR5 RAM? Dude, I think everybody wishes they knew.
Do you still, I know you kind of like briefly mentioned it, do you still want that little camera that comes with the microphone to try it for your garage streams?
I'd be happy to try it, because I can bring the other one back.
The ad's done, so it's just...
Yeah, it'd be really cool to try. I like the idea of it. Actually, one of my next goals is, I'm doing my garage remodel, and I'm putting a TV mounted on the wall out there, and I'm like, that could be really good for chat and stuff. So that is part of the demo project. I do like that the people that sent that bed cover over for a DIY video, I'm like, wow, they're pretty considerate, because the lady literally was like, hey, I saw that the weather in Louisville, you guys have had a lot of snow and really cold temperatures. I understand if you need more time. And I'm like, first of all, I didn't give you a timeline. But second of all, that is cool. I appreciate you looking that up.
You gotta hurry the hell up.
No, I know, and they already did the classic, you know, hoping for a draft soon. And I'm like, I don't understand why you guys just think you can just suddenly ask for a draft. Like, if you want a review, you don't need a draft.
Nope.
That's not a review at that point.
That's not how that works.
That's a sponsorship. And we ain't sponsored.
Changing hands.
We ain't sponsored.
Any more cables for me?
Oh yeah, lots of cables. All right, USB 3.
Here.
Freak mode, freak mode. Freaky, freaky. When would you build a gaming PC with both an internal 3.5-inch card reader and an internal DVD read-write drive? Very, very rarely.
I don't think mini modern cases that let you.
I don't think we've ever. Is this somewhere else?
Yeah, up here.
I don't think we've ever built that ourselves unless a customer specifically asked for it.
Yep.
We've been pretty out of the needing a DVD drive and like 3.5-inch anything for a long time.
Is it from Panali?
Yeah. I will say for sleepers, that is the one time where we still will do it, just because there will be like blanks and stuff. So we're like, why not? It's got the yellow on it.
Make sure you plug it in.
Yep. That's what makes it 3.1, remember?
Alf!
Oh!
Give me a
Oh, it came back!
No.
And then we'll tuck in the SATA for later. I guess, should we go ahead and, just to be safe, should we just plug in a SATA
there not
data
one?
cable?
Oh,
a
a
SATA
data
data.
cable.
Yeah, just in case, because I saw you put this in here, which is smart.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm scared, man.
He's scared.
Like I said, it could just be, I think Zach just is a bad luck kind of guy, you know? I don't really think he purposely sabotages anything, but I'm always just so scared every time I build him anything. Or we give him like an upgrade, you know, I'm always like, what if it's not good enough? What if? Maybe it's a subconscious thing. So we got to be ready for the worst to happen, Matt. The worst of the worst.
I'd be like, it's your work PC. You make it work, buddy. This ain't your personal rig.
This ain't your mama's PC.
Plug in.
Yeah, funny enough, chat, we're doing this for him, and then he's also bringing in his, I don't know if he's bringing in today for sure or not, but I know the cable showed up, so.
I know it's Jonas that bring it in, so he'll do it.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, he's
Slide.
probably bringing it in. But yeah, he's upgrading to a 9070 XT, which,
He needs a 9700X right now.
yeah. Yeah, see, I don't know. He already has a 4070, so like, I feel like, I mean, he got a good deal. He did get a really good deal.
It'll
on the
be an
9070.
upgrade, because I mean, even for me going 4070 Ti to 9070 XT, it is an upgrade. It's maybe like 10, 15 FPS. So for him, he'll probably maybe see 20 in some
Something.
games. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think back to like the challenge that we did, and like, I don't know, I feel like I barely, was that an XT or was it a
No,
normal
that was the
one?
non-XT.
Okay. Then yeah, he'll probably see something, because I know for the normal one, I felt like it was a complete side grade.
Yeah. No, normal 9070, it definitely was. Faux show. You know, a lot of people in the challenge say you should have done the 9070 XT, and I was like, well, we didn't have two of those. We had two of the normal 9070.
Yeah, we indeed did not have to. You should be good.
Okay.
There's a lot of freaking room back here, so this is it's not too hard.
How's the RGB work? Is it just...
It looks like a proprietary hub, which is really surprising. I say it looks, it is a proprietary hub. And that thing that was included, I think, is a backup in case you fry this one, because it looks the same.
Or hopefully this one's not borked and they actually sent a new one.
I'm actually really surprised about that, because they're not even Lee and Lee connectors.
Weird.
I mean, what are y'all doing? What's going on over there? But if it works, it works, so. Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't see these. Fan header and ARGB header.
Oh, nope, you're done.
I already know where they are.
It's all over.
So you're getting them right here.
Nope.
You're gonna take them, you're gonna like them.
Nope.
No, sir!
Chad,
Try to make 'em
anyone
go.
from the Atlanta area with food recommendations? I'm going to be there this weekend looking around at restaurants.
Ooh, you guys should stream snipe him.
Yes.
Born in Atlanta, but sometimes I feel like Toronto adopted us. Oh my god, you're going to Drake's capital?
Drink.
Well...
You can get away with 650.
How mad would you be mad if, you know, like we do all this, 48 hour comes up and he's like, do you guys like have like a card you can temporarily upgrade me with?
I would just literally start ignoring him on purpose. Like I will not. I would just be like, no.
Oh, that'd be so funny. It's like, you guys don't have like a, I mean, you guys have 5090, right? Like in the other room for testing. And you guys aren't using it.
Like you can lease to own.
Ooh. God, we should start
at-
doing that for our employees. That'd be,
You gotta lease your work in here, just like people buy their own tools. You gotta.
yeah, dude, that's, I would say every mechanic understands that pain.
Yeah, I'll put an RX 580 in it if he does that. We'll say, yeah, we got a 580 2048 you can use. I think it is. Headquarters of Coca-Cola is Atlanta. Coca-Cola.
Get yourself a warm Coke while you're there. Because winter's here, you need a warm Coke. Don't want that cold Coca-Cola. Nice warm Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Oh, there's a little baby card.
Little rinky dink. You know what though? It does fit within the motherboard nicely.
I was gonna say it's not smaller than the motherboard, so it kind of works.
You know what? I think this one might be cable management photo worthy.
Well,
It's been a while.
If it's a personal rig, it has to be cable management worthy. This old girl doesn't know how many lower thirds it's going to render. It's an insane amount of lower thirds. Gonna flip around for a B-roll shot.
Yeah. It's got a lot of room. I mean, they're really good spots for running them. I'm impressed. I still want to see what it's like when it's on. I mean, it's clean in the front. I think I told chat that I was like, I guess I'm not a big case guy, because like none of my builds have even been in cases for a while.
I was saying his case is what's with that LED header looking like it's about to break off?
Talking about the one on the right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just how it looked.
That's why they sent the new one.
Yeah. What is this random ass font that Instagram has decided to make me start using?
So I'm hearing is Jackson doesn't see PCs as art pieces, he sees them as tools.
They're kind of tools.
They can be both.
Now, I do still really like the look of like finished builds and stuff, but I do. You know what's funny though is I do and I don't. They still piss me off because there's still small things that like we can't really do anything about, where like the BTFs kind of fix. I generally always hate how like the tops look like up there. I don't know how this one is, but usually I just don't like how you can see some cables still.
Yeah, you still see cables for sure.
This one's really good, but normally we'll have these really clean builds with like the top because like the fan headers and stuff. I do the best I can to hide them, but I can't just like completely get rid of them. Unless we move them to the back of the board.
So a turn on shot. We're just gonna trust it works.
I like how it has the power supply.
Where's the
That's so
plug?
weird. Right here. Where's the power supply? Oh, it's there, but
It's one of
sideways?
the, yeah, it's like the case I had, the Aircross, and the other Lee & Lee case, the 217. It mounts up front. So it gives you room for...
So wait, so you can mount it in the back though still, it looks like?
it looks like you can do both.
Because that's like a blank.
I don't know. All right. Hit the power.
If you guys were to do a case swap, how would you do it? In what order would you dismantle? Honestly, like, well, you kind of have to do it in a certain order. Usually it's GPU, and then unplug everything, and then pull the board with the cooler out.
All right. Recording. Did I just flip the switch on the power supply?
Oh, God.
You just gotta take this off.
Oh. I was about to say, I was like,
Oh, I didn't.
What's up, Rob? Mr. Tang Tools.
Rob, are we gonna get that new screwdriver? I didn't see a message back from you. The price looks pretty competitive.
It's NDA, bro. You can't tell people about it.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. People don't know what screwdriver.
They have about 1,000 tools to choose from, so yeah, they probably wouldn't.
Try it again.
Oh, check chat. Scroll up. Oh. Well, here.
Oh,
hold on.
well, 1 second.
Oh my God. I just got hit with an overwhelming factory smell. You still want those LTD screwdrivers? Oh, we have a lot. Rob says... Rob, where am I scrolling
Rob, what
up
are we
to, bro?
scrolling to, bro?
I don't feel like you answered the question.
I gotta look at this build for the next like 3 years.
Yep, you're gonna stare at her for a while.
Are you talking about Discord?
I like it. Not really my cup of tea, but I like the implementation.
The RAM
of
goes
it.
crazy, dude. Can't go wrong with some Dominator. It's cool. Yeah, that is cool. I mean, you know, I ran a Continuum case
This
for a
is
while.
yours.
Oh, okay. Those are some big ass fans.
Yep.
200's fancy though.
Are they 180s or 200s?
I think they look
More
like
than that.
200s.
They look more. Yeah.
Maybe even a 240.
No, it's 200. That's no bigger than the Haven fans.
Say a 200?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what the Haven fans are.
Yeah.
This is
You could probably look them up.
Take one out and put it on the fan diagram.
Yep, the front is mirrored as well too, so you can be like, oh, hello. It's an infinity mirror.
It should probably tells you on the box.
Probably.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, they're not. The Haven fans are 180 millimeters.
On the back, it had something. 238 by 503.
That's like the whole.
Yeah.
There's a thing called Google.
We don't like using that around here. Oh, 170 millimeter.
170. It's a little smaller.
These are small. Time to replace them.
Stop.
Oh my god, I forgot how giant these are.
You could power a small plane.
The turbine goes crazy.
I saw we're doing that height X50 build, and they actually included kind of like their own version of the thick boy fans, like the Haven builds.
That's it.
Yeah, they look pretty cool. I like them.
All right, well, part of the video will be you doing some After Effects and stuff on it. We'll show
TFT.
people how it works. You benchmark TFT.
He goes. I used to only get
So you want to start
300.
saving stuff from your computer to the NAS if you can. Whatever stuff that you can't live without.
These move so much air. I have these set to the absolute lowest RPM they can spin at, and I haven't fixed at that speed because they get
They're not
loud if they spin up.
You've been tempted to put a new speaker system in your Camry? Hell yeah.
All right, guys.
Do it.
Video on this will go live. I think it's next week. Is kind of what we're looking at. But Zach's gonna be messing with it, getting it set up, and yeah, it's a cool PC, cool upgrade for the office. We're going.
Oh my god.
Glass break.
How is it
What
so
the
loud?
hell?
He's moving different when he's late.
It's like someone like slammed the door.
Did you kick down the door? Oh wait, hold up. Hey guys, I've been going through a lot of changes to the business. I'm upgrading your CPU. Nice. Well, yeah, reach out whenever and if ever you want us to take a look at that new screwdriver. This guy said, I'm breaking down the door.
Thank you for the sub, Rob, and thank you, Darth Hater.
Ooh, I like this case.
Looks good. Because
Zach's-
look at it for the
Zach's
next
new
3
build.
years minimum.
Never mind, I don't like it that much.
It's like, maybe I don't like it.
I'll never get tired of this.
Nice build, Zach. He says thanks. Yep, this thing's gonna get put to work, that's for sure. It's got a.
It will never not be running.
Yeah. Oh, is a dog butt. Raffle off the old one? Maybe. I don't know. I do want to do a new raffle for the month. Who? Oh, he's already here. Wow. Okay. We're gonna send Chad off on a raid and then we'll be up there. Okay. All right, guys. Matt's looking for someone to raid, I believe. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, there is a front panel. It's on the top, so a little bit different. Yeah, guys. Tomorrow morning we'll be building probably either a customer's build or another, custom one-off for pcbros to sell on the website. Looks like we're rating Chase No Face. Chase No Face. That's a good name. But we'll be live tomorrow morning. Like I said, do another build. Oh, actually, my bad. It's not up top. It's right here. So not too hard to get to, actually. But all right, guys. See you all tomorrow. Peace out.